Here with Ty. We'll start with Sean Cunningham.
Hey Ty, we've talked a lot about how just you're fit with this team and how quickly you've been able to make an impact. But how impressed were you with the way you played in the fourth quarter, particularly coming back from that injury?
I thought I was solid in the fourth. Made some plays. I was disappointed in my performance up to that point. So, I told a couple of guys at the fourth that it was winning time. So you guys have seen me throughout the year, in the short sample. I feel like I make some plays in the fourth quarter, and to swing the game. So thought I made some big time plays, but I was kind of disappointed in my performance up to that point. So got to get in and watch film and start to figure some stuff out.
James Ham.
Hey Ty, physically, just how are you feeling it? We saw you take another big spill tonight over on the left side. It's not just your wrist. You took a fall, and it seems like your whole body would probably be hurting after something like that. But how are you feeling physically?
Yeah, just a little sore. Obviously the injury report just says the wrist, but there's some other stuff. My butt hurts, my shoulder. It's just a lot of parts to me that are sore. But it's just kind of comes with it. This is kind of my profession now. So if I'm told I get the choice to play, I got to play. And I'm a competitor. I love to play basketball. So if you give me the choice, I'm going to go out there and play. So yesterday I had a full workout with Rico and B-Jack and a couple guys, and felt good coming into today, and treatment's been going well. So I'm fine. Just kind of the bumps and bruises of a basketball season.
Jason Jones.
Yeah, Ty, just what did you see from the offense in the two games you were out? And just coming back, what did you look to inject into the team in your role, especially knowing in that second half that De'Aaron wasn't going to be playing?
Yeah, just stagnation. The ball's just not been moving, and then our pace has been bad. It's just been bad. I think without me, De'Aaron has kind of been asked to do a lot, and I think when he's out the game, I think and even when he's in the game, sometimes when we're getting in our half court offense, and we tend to walk it up. So I was just trying to push the pace as best as I could today. Thought I did a pretty good job, but again, I understand I get tired too. So just trying to play as fast as we can, but controlled, but fast at the same time.
Matt George.
Hey Tyrese, obviously your game, and you've talked about it before. You like to get your teammates involved. This team is now 4-0 when six or more of you score in double figures. What does that just say overall about the team?
I just think when guys are involved, when guys are scoring and getting more touches, they're just more engaged, more locked in. When you ice guys out and they don't get as many touches, and we turn to one-on-one basketball and get selfish, guys aren't as engaged. And I was told growing up that being the point guard was kind of like being the mom of the team. Your job is to keep everybody happy. So I'm just trying to get my teammates touches, keep them involved, and that I think that leads to us winning games.
Come on.
Hi, Tyrese. Great game there in the fourth quarter. You were pretty vocal on social media a little earlier today regarding some of the events happening in the capital of the country, and I wanted to see if you had anything you wanted to say about that.
Yeah, first, I appreciate you asking me that question. Obviously, what's happening right now in our world, and what happened today in particular is nothing but a joke. With everything that's going on, the losses of many African American lives, and the plight of people of color, and then for these human beings to come out and act like they're being discriminated against because they lost a fair election, or that they have to wear masks, is a complete joke. And I think obviously the president's not going to say anything that means anything. And our president to be, Joe Biden comes out and says, America, we're better than this. This is un-American. But, to be honest, I'm 20 years old, but I feel like this is as American as it gets. I think today was of my lifetime, probably the biggest flex of white power and white privilege that there is. And I say that in the most respectful way possible. My mom's white, my girlfriend's white. I was taught to treat human beings as human beings first, before anything. So it's a joke. It's unbelievable. I sat on my phone today for like an hour and a half trying to come up with something I could say that I thought would make sense, just trying to get my feelings out there, and I couldn't do it because I never felt like I could really put it into a tweet. So I just replied to a couple of things said by people in the past, just to kind of point out the irony of what's being said. And then I know I didn't mention this, but yesterday Jacob Blake, my home state, nothing happens. Rustin Shesky does not get charged for paralyzing a man. And I can't even sit here and tell you that's a joke because there's nothing funny about it. It's just a shame. It's just another example of this country failing African Americans and people of color, and it's just a disappointment. I think as African Americans, I don't know how others felt, but this kind of has become a trend, something that it's crazy that I see this, and other African Americans and people of color see this, and they're not surprised, and there's a problem there. It's a systematic problem and something that needs to be figured out. And I'm glad that I play in the best league in the world, somewhere where I can come out and speak about how I feel and what's important. So I'm just going to continue to do that, and let my mind be heard. I'm 20 years old. I'm not a politician. I don't have all the answers to a lot of things, but I believe in human rights and human decency, and that's obviously not being shown right now.
All right, let's do a couple more. Jason Anderson.
Ty, you know what, man? I was going to ask you about assists and turnovers, but I'm just going to let you leave it right there if you want, man. You're well-spoken, impressive young man. Nice game tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I just wanted to address that. I was going to address it before I addressed anything basketball related, but sorry, I get going and can't stop. So I could talk to you guys for hours about it.
Sean Cunningham, you wanted to add anything or good?
Yeah, I was going to add because, obviously you felt the way you have. You were vocal on social media, and of course, joining this team, they tend to use their platforms outside of the basketball court as well. From a team standpoint, how much did it kind of dominate the conversation today? And was there any thought of doing a unified? I saw you guys, obviously interlocking hands at the anthem, but was there any thought to doing any kind of gesture or united front with the other team as well?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. We talked about it, all day. Excuse me. Ever since we got here, we had conversations about it, how we could best affect change. And I think, some people were talking about, or some games in the NBA were talking about not playing, the possibility. I wasn't with that, but I just feel like us as basketball players, somebody who we all have platforms to use it to the best of our abilities, and continue to use it. This is not something that if we do something one time that we just don't do next game, the game after that. That's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to come out and continue to make statements, continue to have those uncomfortable conversations, continue to use our platforms to the best of our abilities. And I think there's a lot of different ways you can do that, but just figuring out how we can do that, and just keep having conversations, donating to the right causes. And there's a lot of different things we can do with the platforms, and the money, and just everything that we have as professional basketball players. So, I think we talked about doing a couple different things, but yeah, you're right. We linked arms, kind of just in unity. I hope that continues, just because, showing that we're all one. We got people of multiple races on this team and in this organization. So, just proud of our guys, and hope we can just continue to have those conversations and, keep winning basketball games at the same time.
Jason Jones.
Yeah, Ty, just to follow up on that, you talked with your, you talked about being 20 years old, and it seems like none of this is surprising. I think I'm twice your age, at least, more than twice your age, so I can relate to that. But where did you kind of just get the encouragement or the empowerment to use your platform and your voice as a 20-year-old, where maybe in some cases people your age wouldn't feel as comfortable, like to wear the shirt you're wearing today and to say the things that you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and I think I got to answer that as honest as possible. I mean, first and foremost, my parents. They always have encouraged me to speak my mind, be who I am, no matter the situation. So just the way I was brought up. But to be honest with you, I grew up like a lot of kids born in 2000, early 2000. I grew up a big, LeBron fan, and I think he's done an amazing job of using his platform to better his people, not only his community, but speak out about issues in our country. And I think to be able to see him do that, I think that I hope that teaches our next generation. It's taught me, but I hope it keeps continuing to teach people to use their voice and use their platform the right way. I'm lucky enough to, have grown up watching him and listening to him, and he's always made good points. So I think just looking up to him growing up has a lot to do with it. And obviously, I'm a historian of sports, so the Muhammad Ali's of the world, and just others like that. Obviously Colin Kaepernick, what's recently happened with him. I mean, not recently. It feels like it was yesterday, but I guess it's been 4 years, 5 years. So, him just, I think those Kaepernick and LeBron have had a lot to do with it. Just being a fan of sports and just being able to speak my mind.